Have you ever thought that every breakfast you eat directly affects your heart, according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention? CDC, nearly 70% of people over the age of 60 are silently dealing with heart problems without realizing that the culprit may come from their everyday morning meals. You might not eat fried food, you might not drink soda or eat salty snacks, but that does not mean you are eating the right way. In fact, many foods that seem light and healthy are actually harming your heart every day. I have seen many patients over the age of 60 suffer from high blood pressure, dizziness, and irregular heartbeat just because of a piece of white bread, a glass of orange juice, or a few slices of bacon in the morning. The good news is, you can start protecting your heart with just a few small changes to your breakfast. Today's video will help you clearly see 9 familiar breakfast foods that you should stop eating as soon as possible. If you truly care about your health, make sure to watch this entire video. It might change the way you live each day. Where are you watching this video from? Please leave a comment with your country and age, and do not forget to subscribe to the channel so we can live healthier together every day. 1. White bread and sweet jam. Many seniors believe that having a light breakfast is a good way to stay healthy. A slice of white bread with a bit of fruit jam and a cup of black coffee may seem simple, with no fat, no frying, and no harm. But the truth is, this combination quietly creates a sugar bomb the moment you wake up. White bread is made from refined flour, which means most of its fiber and nutrients have been removed. When you eat it, especially together with fruit jam that contains added sugar, your blood sugar level will spike within just a few minutes. After that, your body responds by releasing insulin, but after the age of 60, your metabolism and blood sugar regulation slow down, making insulin less effective. As a result, blood sugar becomes unstable. Silent inflammation builds up in the blood vessel walls, and over time, this can lead to atherosclerosis. I once met Mr. Charles, age 72, who lives in Indiana. He walked every morning, did not smoke, and did not overeat. His only breakfast was a slice of white bread with jam and a cup of coffee. But during a checkup, he showed signs of high blood pressure, elevated blood sugar levels, and frequent fatigue. After changing his breakfast to whole grain bread, almond butter, and half a banana, his heart health improved within just 3 months. What seems like a light breakfast may actually be forcing your heart to struggle against it every day without you even knowing it. 2. Instant breakfast cereal. Have you ever chosen instant cereal because the label said heart healthy, lowers cholesterol, or whole grain? For many seniors, a bowl of cereal in the morning becomes a symbol of healthy, light, and convenient eating, but in reality, most boxed cereals on the market today are quietly harming your heart, especially after the age of 60. Most instant cereals are made from refined flour with added sugar, coloring agents, and preservatives that contain high levels of sodium. The danger is that they contain almost no fiber, which means the sugar from the cereal is absorbed quickly into the blood, causing a sudden spike in blood sugar followed by a sharp drop. This can lead to fatigue, dizziness, and restlessness in the morning. Hidden sodium in cereal, often in the form of preservatives, can slightly raise blood pressure each day, especially in people taking blood pressure medication. The American Journal of Clinical Nutrition once reported that many ready-to-eat cereals can contain up to 300 milligrams of sodium and more than 15 grams of sugar in just one serving. Mrs. Elaine, age 75, from North Carolina, thought cereal was a safe choice, but during her checkup, her blood pressure remained high even though she was taking her medication regularly. After switching to slow-cooked oats, chia seeds, blueberries, and walnuts, her blood pressure stabilized, and she felt lighter and more alert every morning, Instant cereal is not a lifesaver. It is a sweet and salty trap that puts your aging heart at serious risk. 3. Bacon and sausages. You might think that avoiding fried foods, snacks, and greasy meals is enough to protect your heart. But did you know that every slice of bacon or piece of sausage you enjoy in the morning could be a serious threat to your blood vessels? After the age of 60, your body no longer handles fat and salt as well as it used to. That is why these salty favorites are quietly putting daily pressure on your heart. Bacon and sausages are not only high in saturated fat, but also contain preservatives such as nitrates and nitrites. Once inside the body, these chemicals can raise bad cholesterol, cause inflammation in blood vessel walls, and speed up the hardening of arteries. A single sausage can contain up to 400 milligrams of sodium and over 8 grams of saturated fat, which is nearly half the daily limit for older adults. I once cared for Mr. Howard, age 78, a retired veteran living in Arkansas. He walked every day and took his medications on time, but still often felt chest heaviness whenever the weather turned cold. After a checkup, it was revealed that his heart had started to develop left ventricular hypertrophy. This meant his heart was working too hard to push blood through stiffened arteries. The main culprit was 3 slices of bacon he had eaten every morning since he was 20 years old. After switching to lightly sautéed vegetables with olive oil, along with a boiled egg and a slice of avocado, he lost 4 kilograms and felt lighter and more alert in just 6 weeks. Bacon and sausages may carry a nostalgic taste, but they are a silent burden on a heart that has already endured many years. 4. Pastries, pancakes, and syrup. There are peaceful mornings when you enjoy a soft muffin or a few warm pancakes topped with sweet syrup. But after the age of 60, your body can no longer handle sudden sugar shocks the way it once did. What seems like a light breakfast is actually a disguised dessert that can be dangerous for your heart. Muffins, pancakes, and waffles are usually made from white flour, a refined starch that causes blood sugar to rise quickly and then crash just as fast. When you combine them with syrup loaded with refined sugar or high fructose corn syrup, your body responds by releasing a large amount of insulin. This leads to a sudden drop in energy, causing fatigue, shaky hands, and even mild heart rhythm disturbances. Mrs. Janice, age 81, a former music teacher from Illinois, often felt dizzy around noon. Her daughter thought it was a sign of poor blood circulation to the brain, but the truth was much simpler. Every morning, she ate 2 small store-bought muffins, thinking they were light and low in fat, but each muffin contained up to 25 grams of sugar and almost no fiber, causing her blood sugar to fluctuate constantly. After switching to plain Greek yogurt, a banana, rolled oats, and a touch of cinnamon, she felt better, and the dizziness went away. Each sweet pastry in the morning might look like a small treat, but it is a gift that quietly places a burden on your heart. Ask yourself again, is this breakfast or dessert? 5. Bottled fruit juice. The image of a glass of orange juice in the morning has long been a symbol of good health, but few people know that even 100% fruit juice could be harming your heart every morning, especially after the age of 60. The problem lies in the fact that when we juice fruit, we remove all the fiber, which helps control how far sugar is absorbed into the blood. A 350 milliliter bottle of orange juice can contain up to 30 grams of sugar, which is almost the same as a can of soda. According to research from Tufts University, when sugar from fruit juice enters the bloodstream too quickly, the pancreas in older adults is forced to release a large amount of insulin to process it. This can cause fatigue, heart palpitations, and over time, blood vessel inflammation, metabolic issues, and high blood pressure. I once met Mrs. Tagloria, age 74, a retired teacher from San Diego. She did not eat sweets or candy, but she drank a large glass of orange juice every morning. As a result, she often felt tired, slightly anxious, and her post-meal blood sugar levels were unusually high. After switching to eating a whole orange along with a few almonds, all of her health markers stabilized, and she no longer felt weak in the middle of the morning. Fruit juice is not bad, but when it is separated from fiber and consumed on an empty stomach, it becomes a premium soda that disrupts blood sugar and puts stress on the heart. That is why eating whole fruit with the peel is always a better choice than drinking juice. 6. Creamy and flavored coffee. For many older adults, a morning cup of coffee is an essential routine, but the real concern is not black coffee. It is the flavored and creamy types of coffee that come pre-mixed with sugar. Condensed milk, creamers, or artificial flavorings, often sold at coffee shops or in instant packets. These are no longer coffee. They are more like a dessert filled with sugar, fat, and caffeine, creating a triple threat that quietly affects your heart. A sweet creamy latte can contain up to 40 grams of sugar and over 300 calories. According to data from Harvard Health Publishing, when sugar and caffeine are absorbed at the same time, they stimulate the heart to beat faster, raise blood pressure quickly, and may cause temporary irregular heart rhythms. For younger people, this might just feel like a bit of restlessness, but for those over 60, it could be heart palpitations, lightheadedness, or prolonged irregular heartbeat. I remember Mr. Leonard, age 76, a retired accountant from New Jersey. He ate sensibly and walked every day, but each morning he treated himself to a vanilla cream coffee. After a few months of feeling his heart race unusually fast, he went for a checkup and discovered he had mild premature ventricular contractions. After cutting out the sweet coffee and switching to black coffee with unsweetened plant-based milk, his heartbeat returned to normal within just a few weeks. Coffee is not the problem, but sweet and creamy coffee is pushing your heart to work too hard, especially during the sensitive morning hours. 7. Granola and dried fruit. Many seniors believe that granola is a safe choice. A small bowl of granola with a few slices of dried fruit seems light, easy to eat, and full of nutrients. But the truth is, many packaged granolas are hiding large amounts of sugar and fat. This becomes even more dangerous after the age of 60 when your heart and metabolism no longer function the way they used to. Granola is often made from rolled oats mixed with honey, syrup, coconut oil, and even salt to keep it crunchy. Just one small serving can contain over 20 grams of sugar and 200 calories. Dried fruits like raisins, dried apricots, and dried blueberries also contain a high amount of natural sugar. Worse still, some of them are coated with added sugar to make them sweeter and last longer. Mrs. Lorraine, age 79, a retired nurse from Iowa, always thought she was eating healthy by choosing granola every morning. But she often felt tired, slightly dizzy, and had unstable blood pressure even though she was taking her medication regularly. When we checked the product label together, we found that her granola and dried fruit alone were giving her over 30 grams of sugar each day. After switching to slow-cooked oats, fresh banana, and a few walnuts, her health improved noticeably within just a few weeks. Granola and dried fruit are not bad, but if you eat too much or choose the wrong type, they can quietly raise your blood sugar, inflame your blood vessels, and put extra strain on your heart every morning. 8. Flavored yogurt. Yogurt has long been seen as a gentle food. It helps with digestion and soothes the stomach in the morning. But what you may not realize is that many fruit-flavored yogurts contain as much sugar as a candy bar. After the age of 60, your blood sugar is not as well controlled as before, and a small cup of yogurt that seems healthy may actually be silently harming your heart and blood vessels. Strawberry, vanilla, or peach yogurts are often made with syrup, sugar-coated fruit, or artificial sweeteners. One small cup can contain 20 to 25 grams of sugar, which is equal to about 5 teaspoons. When eaten on an empty stomach, the sugar is absorbed quickly into the blood, forcing insulin to work at full speed. For older adults, this can easily cause fatigue, dizziness, mild heart palpitations, and trigger inflammation inside the blood vessels. Mrs. Calm Carroll, age 72, living in Oregon, once shared that she ate strawberry yogurt every morning and felt it was easy on her stomach. But she also often felt lightheaded by mid-morning and had brief moments of unexplained heart fluttering. After switching to plain Greek yogurt with added blueberries and a few flax seeds, she felt more relaxed. Her blood sugar became more stable, and the restlessness disappeared. Yogurt is a good choice if you choose the right kind. Do not let those natural fruit labels fool you with a healthy appearance while hiding too much sugar. 9. Skipping breakfast. Many older adults say they do not feel hungry in the morning, so they skip breakfast. They believe that skipping meals helps them feel lighter, consume fewer calories, and stay healthy. But in reality, the opposite is true. After the age of 60, skipping breakfast not only leaves your body without energy, but also silently disrupts your heart health. When you skip breakfast, your body is forced to release cortisol and adrenaline to keep your blood sugar from dropping too low. These hormones cause a slight increase in blood pressure, make blood vessels tighten, and cause the heart to beat faster, even while you are sitting still. For an aging heart, this creates silent but dangerous pressure. In addition, if you take medication for blood pressure, diabetes, or irregular heartbeat on an empty stomach, the medicine may absorb too quickly and cause dizziness, low blood pressure, or fatigue. I once treated Mr. Samuel, age 82, a retired mechanic in Ohio. One time, he fell in his front yard. He said he just felt lightheaded for a few seconds and lost his balance. Upon learning more, I found out that he usually drank black coffee and took his blood pressure medication early in the morning, but did not eat anything until close to noon. After switching to a light breakfast of whole grain bread, a boiled egg, and a few slices of avocado, his dizziness stopped completely. Skipping breakfast may seem simple and efficient, but in fact, it forces the heart to bear silent internal stress, especially in older adults. Now that you know which foods to avoid, you may wonder what you should eat for breakfast after the age of 60 to truly support your heart. The answer does not lie in complicated dishes, but in simple, easy to prepare meals that are low in sugar and salt, yet rich in fiber, healthy fats, and gentle protein. These choices not only help you feel better, but also quietly protect your heart in the most natural way. You can start your day with a bowl of slow-cooked oats, with no added sugar, mixed with a few chia seeds and some fresh blueberries. This gentle combination helps lower bad cholesterol and reduce inflammation in your blood vessels. If you prefer something savory, a breakfast with a boiled egg, whole grain bread, and a few slices of avocado can help stabilize your blood sugar, keep you full longer, and support healthy circulation. Instead of sweetened yogurt, choose plain Greek yogurt and add some flax seeds with a few slices of ripe banana or fresh raspberries to support digestion and maintain a steady heart rhythm, rather than drinking juice. Eat a whole orange or apple, chew slowly, and combine it with a few almonds to avoid sudden spikes in blood sugar. A plate of lightly steamed vegetables with olive oil, such as pumpkin, spinach, or carrots, along with a boiled egg or a small piece of fish, is also a perfect choice. Finally, Replace your creamy coffee with a cup of black coffee or unsweetened barley tea to start your morning in a more heart-friendly way. A proper breakfast not only helps you live healthier, but is also a quiet gift you give to the heart that has supported you your whole life. As we reach the end of this video, I hope you now see more clearly that what seems healthy may actually be silently harming your heart every morning. From a slice of white bread with jam, a bottle of orange juice, to a bowl of sweet cereal or a cup of fruit yogurt, all of these may simply be beautiful covers for eating habits that quietly tire your heart day by day. The good news is, you do not need to change everything at once. You do not need to give up everything you are used to just by replacing one wrong choice with a better one each day, such as switching white bread for whole grain bread, fruit juice for whole fruit, or packaged cereal for slow-cooked oats. Your heart will begin to feel the difference over time. I have seen many people after the age of 60 improve their blood pressure, stabilize their blood sugar, reduce fatigue, and restore heart health just by changing their breakfast, and I believe you can do the same. Not because anyone forces you, but because you deserve a healthy heart, a lighter body, and a more peaceful life every single day. If you found today's content helpful, please subscribe to the channel and share it with your loved ones. Are you currently eating any of the foods we talked about today? Leave a comment below. I always read and listen to every message you share.